right. Think
All
we're
right,
good.
all right. Yeah. Hold
Good
up,
now.
everybody. Don't move. Don't move.
Don't move. All right, dude. It just instantly got a tad awkward because I know we're recording now.
Yeah, it's like
people could
once you hit
potentially
the
hear this.
record button, you're like, all right, so
It's
what are
like,
we
oh.
talking about today?
I kind
You
of
know?
pucker up a little bit. Whoop.
But man, how's your day going, man?
It's going pretty good, bro. Let's I guess we should talk about who we are and what we're doing here and all that good stuff, right?
Yeah, I think so. Do you want to start it off, or do you want to
Yes.
know all about me?
I'll just do it. So, welcome to GGRated podcast. First of all, me and my buddy Gino here have a small YouTube channel where we rate, review games, movies, tech, news, things like that. And we were looking for something a little more long form, podcasty, so you could hear us talk about games, review games, and at the end we're going to give it our GG rating. So that should be fun. We're both adult men in our 30s.
Do we have to give out the age? You know what I mean? Like we're still like 20s, you know, in our hearts. But yeah, we are some dads. Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm thinking other men in their 30s who are dads and play games can relate. You know?
Yeah. I think kind of what me and Grace kind of discussed a lot, and that's why we're deciding to do this, right? Is, you know, being dads and all, we don't have the time a lot and stuff, but we still enjoy playing the games, rating them, just that's how we enjoy the stuff, right? But with dads at the same time. So like we originally planned to do this like 2 hours earlier, and we're like, we got to put the kids to bed, you know? So
I told my son, my oldest, because I have two. My oldest boy is like 4, and I was like, "Yeah, buddy, I have to go." And he's like, "No, but spend time with me." And I was like, "Buddy, I've been with you all day." And he's like, "Are you going to work?" And I'm like, "No, I'm not going to work, buddy." And he's like, "Oh, okay."
you could go. You could go then.
Yeah, like he thought I was going to work. I'm like, "No, buddy, I'm going to go do a podcast with Mr. Eugene." And he's like, "Okay."
I think the audience should also know that both our sons, I know you have 2, but our older sons is both named Shepherd, which was not planned, by the way.
It wasn't planned.
Was not planned.
That's crazy.
But
it's craziness.
He was doing the
same age.
About the same way, just about. Shep earlier, we interesting news, like we booked an Alaskan cruise. It's one of our big bucket list things, me and the wife, taking the oldest one with us. Well, we're sitting there with a family earlier trying to book it, and, my Shep decides, oh, this is a perfect time to start wanting to play, wanting to get involved when we're all sitting around trying to book this cruise, because they want to be all involved in it. So I kind of feel you on your pain. It's like, hey, I got something to do. And it's like... And all he's wanted to do is have everything to do with you, So I get it. I
know it's hard sometimes. It can be hard to fit the gaming in and stuff, and that's why I think we both like our Steam Decks so much, because when we get a little free time at work, or we can hop on that thing, and get some gaming in. Like, dude, I've been playing your God of War. What was the other game of yours? Because we do the game share on Steam.
The Horizon. Have you played any of that? Oh, the Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, yeah, I'm still playing that one. Resident Evil 2 remake, I beat that. It was really good.
Did you use any mods?
No, I didn't. I just went for it, dude. Hard.
The reason I laugh is he found out I was using a rocket launcher mod on my Resident Evil 2 campaign at one point, but I was enjoying it way too much.
Yeah,
so I don't regret it. I don't regret it. I don't regret it.
I know. I bet it was fun, but it's like, I don't know. Half of the fun to those games to me is, you're really low on ammo. You're trying to find more stuff and having to kind of play that
I just
other mini game that's in the game of like, hey, if I do this to these zombies, like, am I gonna survive? You know what I mean?
I just want to get
But
through the game and hear the story.
yeah,
Either way,
because
no matter
it's
what, I just
always
want to know this.
super crazy stories. Always really like anime
Yeah.
craziness.
Well, so I guess I'll go. I mean, is there anything else you think they need to kind of know about yourself before it goes into
Yeah,
talking
like
a little bit about me?
I'm sure as we go along, they're gonna learn some more about us and stuff too. But yeah, you can talk about yourself if you want to, and then
Um,
we're gonna take a short break after that and
okay.
kind of go into maybe maybe trying to pick our first game. But
I
go
like
ahead,
that.
buddy. Tell
Yeah,
the
no.
people about yourself.
All right. Well, everybody calls me Gino. That's it.
Okay. I was like, wait, that is it.
I saw you
I
just
didn't even
waiting.
say my name either. Like,
no, you did.
no,
So,
sorry. I'm
oh,
Gray, GRAY,
yep.
and that's
And
kind of where the GG rated kind of comes from too. You know, Gino and Gray, and also good game. You know,
we're both in the 30s. We both actually kind of grew up together.
we did.
No,
Did.
since third grade.
Yeah,
I want
dude.
to
I
say,
think
yeah,
third grade. That's crazy, isn't it?
Man, that's great. And we're
What the
both
heck?
from small towns, you know.
Yep.
But
Small
you know,
towns.
we kind of got talking, getting back in touch. You know, we was consider you a best friend through high school.
Absolutely. And you're my best friend now, buddy.
Appreciate it. Same here, buddy. Still rolling, still rocking.
Yes, sir.
So it was kind of crazy, like we talked about earlier, with our sons' names being the same, even though.
Yeah, because we weren't really speaking then. We were just like, we were still friends and all, but we weren't like hanging out or anything. And I hadn't talked to you in years.
No. Yeah.
And come to find out, holy crap!
Because we got so busy.
Same thing.
Yeah, I think around that time. Yeah. And then all of a sudden it just picked back up and we get to talking and we find out we have our son's names the same. But it's still crazy to this day just thinking about it. But, you know, I will say this, I won't say where, but I am a police officer. That's my occupation. So here and there, I'll probably throw out some stuff. I'm sure you have questions. You know, I have a 4-year-old son and a 12-year-old daughter named Addie that is hitting those teenage age. Is all I'm going to say on that. I think every dad around this age that has a teenage daughter understands how that goes. But I'm looking forward to sitting here and just kind of having. We always have these long chats on this, so I feel like there's a lot more to talk about than the short form that we've been doing on YouTube with our GGRated channel. But hopefully everybody gets some use out of it, you know, and enjoys it.
Yes.
But
I hope they do too, because man, I'm really it's cool to be able to do this more long form conversation about our games and kind of break down our rating and everything, you know, because on YouTube everything's got to be so quick, you know, or you lose the retention. So it's going to be cool to break down these games. Yeah. So maybe we could kind of talk about that. We could talk about maybe kind of talk about what our first game is going to be.
Well, let me ask you one thing real fast. Is I know we talked about games and we got into. We've been doing YouTube for almost a year now, just about, right? About at least a half year, right? So, what got you? I just gotta know what got you into gaming in the first place.
Dude, that's a good question. I'm trying to think back far. So the original Nintendo, I'm pretty sure, got me into gaming. I'm not sure who had one or how I got access to it, but that really kicked things off for me. And another big one was the Game Boy, the original like brick. It's actually behind me somewhere. Played a lot on that thing. The Nintendo 64 was huge. Like that's when I really started diving more into like story games and things like that. Yeah. Well, see, I wasn't a big GoldenEye guy. Like I kind of missed that. I played a little bit, you know, maybe if a friend had it, and I'm pretty sure I beat him, but like beat the actual story mode of the game and stuff, but never played a lot online, honestly, till I was a bit older. But dude, I've always been into games. I've always been into like even when I was young, I played with action figures and would make them fight and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So then when I could do those things in a game, it was like a whole nother level of, oh wow, like this is
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
So
I
what
agree.
about you?
I have to go the kind of same path, you know, the regular Nintendo, but really big with the Super Nintendo. You
Yeah.
know, you have the Sega Genesis and the Super Nintendo. The Super Mario World, you know, really stands out to me. All the Mario games, but what really kind of drew me towards gaming was when I got a Sega Genesis
Oh
and
yeah.
playing Mortal Kombat, you know, seeing that and seeing how realistic and how the backgrounds adapt to the game, you know,
Yeah.
that kind of drew me in. And what's so crazy is, you know, the graphics back then to us was top notch. You know,
Yeah.
like, oh, it's like, because you do a lot of imagination with it now too. You know, like you realize
Sure.
we did a lot of imagination. It's not the same if you play it today, right? We get that
Yeah.
nostalgia hit, but it's not the same. So
Mhm.
Sega Genesis all the way up, you know, PlayStation when it came around, I just hit the PlayStation.
Oh yeah, I was a definitely a Sony fanboy for a long time.
And you know, NFL Blitz was my main game.
Yeah.
I
It's
played
awesome.
football, you know, high school, college ball, you know, so when it comes to
Yeah.
sports games, I killed, you know me, I played the
Yeah.
sports games. I love those. So but we both kind of, I'm sure you remember this is the reason I brung this up, Gray.
Uh-huh.
Final Fantasy 7, right?
Yeah,
Right?
dude, that was a big one.
Yeah, that was a big one. It was huge. It kind of jumped me off with the RPG, and
Uh-huh.
I think I let you borrow that game. You might still have it, right? So
Final Fantasy 7? I might, dude.
Don't you
I
have,
know
what
I
game
got
do you
your
have? You
copy
have
of
something.
Metal Gear Solid 1.
That's
I got
it.
it
Yeah,
still,
that's
dude. I need to get that back to you. I've had it for like 20 something years now.
At this point, you can just, you know,
Like 20 years. And I know I got another one. What is the other game I got of yours? Resident Evil 1. I got that too.
Oh, that's a
Yeah.
good one.
I
You
need to
remember when
get
the
that.
zombie turns around for the first time?
Yeah. Oh, dude, that was the
Oh.
scariest thing to me. And I'm like, it doesn't get any better than this. You know what I mean?
No,
Crazy.
no.
And I go back and now I can play that game on my Steam Deck, and I'm like, I just can't take the controls, like the tank style
Yeah.
controls, are just like, ugh,
Yeah,
it's so
terrible.
hard. It's so
Terrible.
hard. But it was
But-
awesome back then.
Thinking about all that, gaming with you, sharing games, all the stuff, you know,
Yeah.
linking up
Asciate!
Xbox. Asciate, SOCOM 2,
So
you know,
fun. Yeah.
linking up the Xboxes for Halo, like literally with the
Ah.
long cords, those nights.
Yes.
Oh, man.
It's so
Yes.
crazy to still be playing Halo, like
Yeah.
the newest one. Like I'm a big fan of it. I play that one often, Halo Infinite.
Yeah.
And it's so crazy that it's still like a thing.
Yeah. I agree. But it's good to be here with you, man. It's just after all this
Dude, it's good
time,
to
you
be
know,
here
you
with you
think
too.
back, it's good to be here with you. So
We just had to get together and like get something on the books, because we want to start doing this
Yeah.
podcast thing more regular. So we want to get some games up. And if anybody has any suggestions for games, you can hit us up at ggratedchannel@gmail.com and let us know what a good game would be to review. You're going to get a fresh perspective, because me and Eugene, me and old Gino here, we do like a lot of the same games, but we're also very different gamers. So I think you're going to get some interesting takes on it, and then you're going to get our prestigious GG rating. So you are going to know if it's a game that is worth your time.
I mean, we have what, over 30, you know, almost 30 years of gaming experience.
Yeah.
Got some father experience, so we kind of know what's good with kids as well too.
Oh yeah.
So
Me and my son play a lot of Human Fall Flat. We've been playing that some, and Gang Beasts. He loves that game. He just beats the living crap out of me in Gang Beasts.
Me and my daughter's gonna be playing soon. It Takes Two, and
it's a great game. It's so good.
She plays some Roblox. She's at the teenage age, so I've been kind of looking at that, Minecraft, Animal Crossing, all that stuff that like these kids be playing. But hopefully you get a fresh perspective on our side of a good rating on some of these games.
Yeah. And a matter of fact, dude, let's do a little impromptu thing here. Our first game we review. We're going to do a short review on a game after these short messages. We're going to take a short break and come back into it, and we're going to do just a small one, just a little quick one for our first episode. Okay. And we're back again. So me and Eugene, me and old Gino here. Did some discussion. So this first episode was just going to be us kind of bull crapping and talking about ourselves, and we pretty much just rambled, which is fine because this is a podcast. But
just trying to be ourselves a little bit more, right?
Yeah, trying to.
Not so curated, right? We gave them the warning, Josh. We gave them the warning.
We did.
So,
and the future episodes are going to be tight. They're going to be so tight. But this first one is just kind of free form.
That's what she said.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I need from you, man. But we decided now we're going to just review a game that we both play together. We're going to talk about Halo Infinite. So this first episode is going to be called GGRated Halo Infinite. And I'm just going to kind of go into it a little bit. Halo Infinite has a story mode campaign and also has a multiplayer. We're primarily focusing on the multiplayer right now. Maybe going into the campaign in the future, that would have to be a tighter episode where we like study up and revisit it because we both beat it, right? Like you beat the
campaign. The campaign was awesome. It was great. I have to say it was amazing. Yeah,
it was amazing. And so the game came out in November 15th, 2021.
It's supposed to be 2020. Just want to throw that out there.
Yeah, it was supposed to be 2020, but you had the internet was crying about the graphics and stuff.
Yeah.
Which, for it to be a next gen game, I think that's fair. And I think it's awesome that they went back and they kind of worked on it, and it looks really great and it plays really great on everything. So can't really complain too much.
I agree. The gameplay is extraordinary on it. You don't hear any complaints with it. You really don't. It's smooth.
Super smooth. Going back and playing those old Halo games and then going back to like Halo Infinite, it is night and day to me. Like they really have the best of both worlds to where it feels fresh and new, but still has that Halo feel to it that you know and love. I play it primarily on my Steam Deck, and I'll have some issues every now and then on there, but for the most part, I'm able to play games on a hotspot on my phone, and it's just so awesome to play it on the go like that. So,
yeah, I know you introduced to me not too long ago is on the Steam Deck, and I was actually surprised how smooth it ran on the Steam Deck as well as just on my PC. I played it. I had a Series X before. It was obviously it's going to run great on that, right? But I got to say, the most fun I think you and me has been on Halo Infinite. Like we dominate on Halo Infinite when on multiplayer. We'll go sometimes 10 games in a row without losing a match.
We actually got 2 videos on our YouTube that we edited up of us playing. So definitely check those out.
Check that out, GGRated channel. All right, but goes back. I know we're kind of discussing it a little bit. I think the gameplay, the content hasn't been there. Let me just throw that out there real quick. It's Halo, right? And I think the biggest issue with this Halo, Josh, is the campaign was great, but the content's not there on the multiplayer side, right?
Sure.
So, do you agree with that? I think
I do.
That's the issue. but the gameplay's awesome, you know?
Yeah, and like, see, that's where I'm kind of different on stuff. Is like, I enjoy when they keep games more simple and don't go too crazy. But yeah, it would be nicer if, I don't know, you could do more, because there's a lot of like stuff you can do to your armor and all that, but it takes a lot of grinding if you're not going to pay money to get that stuff. And that's one thing that is like, man, you know.
So a couple of things like with the armor that you're talking about with the armor and all that stuff is you get some pretty cool looks, you know, with the fire coming off the head. You get some pretty. You used to have the samurai with the fire coming through the head for a long time there.
Yeah. This is one of the only games where I bought the battle pass. Like, I never do that. I'm the type of guy. It's like, I'm just going to stay with the normal stuff. I'm not going to spend any extra money, because I don't think we said this is a free game. Like, the multiplayer is free. So
yeah, and which is huge.
Yeah, and for it to be that good, like, it's kind of amazing.
Well, not only that good is, you know, I played Apex, right? Apex Legends, and we both played it, but I still go back to Halo all the time and play with you, because it's just it's that fun atmosphere of just not that sweaty atmosphere. Right. Smooth gameplay, the gunplay, the controls, and the modes that they have as well. You know, that arena style, short, you know, learning the maps, working together, communicating, that you and me can do. I feel like you and me's more together on that front when we play Halo.
Yeah. You know? Halo's the type of game when I'm playing with you, I know I'm about to have a good time. And that's why I like jumping back into it, for sure.
Did you hear about CERN Affinity working on that Battle Royale? Do you think that's going to come fruition with Halo? What are
you talking about here?
Yeah. So supposedly the last few years has supposedly been working with the Halo game, and they're supposed to now. There's been nothing leak out so far with that, except for that's what they believe they're working on, right? But it's CERN Infinity, and they are working on something Halo, and everybody's saying it's a battle royale. I think it's needed. I think that's going to be the resurgence of Halo.
Okay, the battle royale.
I think it's all or nothing though, but we'll see. Do you think that will make any difference with player count? Just talking about player count, because we both agree the game's great to us.
Yeah,
you know, content's lacking, but the game's great. You know, do you think that'll make a little help with the player count?
Like, I really think so, and I just think there's so much bad blood when they took such a big break from Halo, and then came out with Halo 4 in 2012. I don't know if it was a big, like, if people would love that game. And then Halo 5 Guardians was one that I remember getting a lot of flack. Like,
a lot of heat.
Yeah. And I actually because
of what? The gameplay. The gameplay, man.
Yeah. It was definitely different. It felt more like Destiny or something. That was back in 2015. And I do think that this new Halo Infinite game is a step in the right direction. And as long as they keep going in this direction, I think they're going to get the player base back. But see, it's hard because games are so much different now. Like, I almost think that you need to be more of like a, what's that game that everybody plays? Oh my gosh, what's the name of it?
Apex,
Fortnite. Like, I almost feel like to get like new players, you have to be more of like a Fortnite.
But that's what Call of Duty is doing now, right?
I know, and like, I am stepping away from Call of Duty. Like, screw all that.
I'm done with Call of Duty as well.
Yeah, man.
I think we both agree on that. Being dads, you know,
like, sure, yeah, that, and just the gameplay is getting more and more. I don't know, like, it might be something that comes with our age, but nostalgia definitely plays a factor into it. But one thing about Halo Infinite is I think that anybody can jump in and say that this is some pretty good gameplay.
Well, they have it on Steam being Microsoft that published this game, they put it on it's obviously on the Windows, Microsoft Store. on PC. It's on Xbox Series X and S.
And it's on Steam.
It's on Steam. They even put it on Steam, and it was a huge play count at first until the content started lacking. But that right there, and it's the multiplayer is free. So just to get in there and try it out, I think it's great. And I know a lot of people has played it already. We understand this, but we get it more than anything. But you talk about you want to know what games are fun to play with your friends for just, let's just say, an hour or two, right? Like I hop on and we both tired. We just put the kids to bed. Man, what's our go-to game? I think we can both agree on is Halo on multiplayer. You know?
Yeah, and it's so easy to get in and out of a game because I remember the Master Chief Collection was kind of a wreck. Like it was so hard to get in a game, and honestly, it still is. Like we had issues with it trying to play the other day.
We was like, let's go through co-op. Let's just run through it, and we spent an hour just trying to
crazy.
Get in.
But Halo Infinite, man, it's pretty much instant, and I know like. I was just kind of reading here, like I said earlier, that a lot of people complained about the graphics. They're saying that it didn't come out later because of the pandemic, but I remember there being like a big stink about the graphics, right?
When they first showed the game, it was a big stink about it. Yep.
Yeah. So
because remember that's when they came up with the meme. What was that meme with the face on one of the bad guys?
Oh.
And Microsoft actually responded on it, remember? I forgot what it was. You could probably look up Microsoft meme, Halo Infinite meme, and see what I'm talking about. But
oh yeah, I'm sure we could find it. But just kind of looking here, it actually won like a lot of awards and accolades.
Craig. Huh? It was Craig. What? You remember Craig? You don't remember Craig?
Craig?
Oh, come on. Yeah, look up Craig from Halo Infinite. That's the meme when it came out. You're on point here, dude. You're definitely on point.
Craig. Look at him smiling in that one picture. Yeah, do yourself a favor, guys. Look up Craig from Halo Infinite.
Yeah, he should be well known by now. But Xbox Phil actually commented on that meme and it was like, that's their new official Xbox mascot. So
that's funny.
They took it in light. They took it in light, yeah.
Yeah. So this game actually won some stuff, man. So it's been nominated for lots of things, but Game Awards 2021, it won Player's Voice category. 25th Annual DICE Awards in 2021 was Action Game of the Year and Online Game of the Year. I had no idea about some of this. The Navgator Awards, I don't even know what that is. The Steam Awards, it was nominated for Better with Friends. Accessibility Awards, it won 2 things with Clear Text and Training Grounds. Yeah, like there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of accolades here. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But it just seems like it's kind of gone by the wayside now. Like I think the player base has dropped off quite a bit. It's just hard to keep everybody hooked, but it's one that, like, I can tell you my favorite thing to do in it is to grab the what's the like Harrier style jet?
Oh, the Vito, right? No.
Well,
it's like a Vito, but it's I know what you're talking about.
It's the aircraft. I don't remember the name of it. Is it like the Dragonfly or some crap like that?
Yeah.
Anyways, it's one. Oh, dude, you're totally right. It's the AV-29 Wasp is a VTOL aircraft.
Yeah.
Of the UNSC, which is in Halo. It's like their Marines.
It's like they Call of Duty VTOL. Pretty much.
Yeah. So it's the Wasp. Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah. It's the Wasp. I love getting in that Wasp and like hovering around the map and just freaking
like
wrecking
a wasp.
bulls.
Like a wasp.
Yeah, just like a wasp, just stinging everybody. It is so awesome. It's so fun, and it sounds so like awesome. It's like
you know what my favorite thing is?
What?
The grapple. So I can grapple on that VTOL every time you get in that thing.
Dude, we should play after this. We should just play a couple
definitely.
rounds. We got to.
Do you remember when I just got to let the guys know this and the girls that's listening, but
yeah,
one of the most fun things, you remember the time that you had me going across the whole map on the wasps when I grappled to you and got on the wing, or I jumped on the wing? So there's crazy things you can do like that on this Halo Infinite that a lot of people don't really talk about, but definitely on the big battle. Obviously, guys, we don't have all the terms. Big team battles. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're not super fans. We just, I literally casual players, dads that play different games, and we just tell you what we enjoy. That something that we think that you can enjoy as well. So hopefully, I'll get something out of it. I think, right?
Yep. And it's one of the best online shooter Steam Deck games. Like, I haven't found many more, because there's a lot that don't even work on Steam Deck because of the anti-cheat. Well, I say a lot. Like, I know Call of Duty is one that won't work on Steam Deck, but
it's like Apex. I play Apex a lot.
Yeah, that's another good one on the deck for sure.
But it's good, but it's still not as smooth as Halo, though. I have to admit, it's not.
True. Yeah. So play it. It's good. Halo Infinite. There's a lot more we could talk about. We're definitely going to have to do something on the campaign, kind of walk through it a little bit, kind of compare it to the story. But is there anything else you got, Gino, when it comes to that?
I think it's it with that. Grab the sniper rifle every time you get it. I like it.
Yeah.
And
I like
if you have a partner,
my favorite.
Yeah, if you have a partner like Josh, make sure he grabs the hammer every time. So that's always a fun time.
Yes, dude.
So, but that's all I got on it, man. Y'all try it out. Definitely, it's a fun game to play. Just short term, like hour. You don't have to grind it out. I know it's a kind of grindy game on the battle pass, but it's something you can pick up real quick.
Yeah, man, and I don't know. It's rare that games are able to hold on to nostalgia, and there's something about it. It's able to hold on to that nostalgia.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of games there. I mean, honestly, there's not many games out that hold that place of used to get together with your friends and play like 12 people in a room.
Josh, the only other game lately, and I know I've been telling you about it, is the newer game Diablo 4, and
yeah, that'd be one.
A bunch of us has been getting on, Derek, John, all of us. So that game definitely does kind of the same thing of getting everybody together and kind of just killing time,
Yeah. So out of a 1 through 10 is kind of how we're going to do our GG rating. 1 out of 10. What would you give Halo Infinite multiplayer only?
Multiplayer. Okay. So do we have anything? I want to ask you, because I know you kind of thought about this a little bit. What kind of aspect are we looking at? Like, what kind of baseline are we looking at for this rating? I mean, are we looking at all multiplayer games against this, or we're looking at playability,
there's
content,
a lot of factors in there.
You know what I'm saying? Like, have you thought about, like, what do you think we should?
I'd say best all around, like, because this is something you can play on everything. You can play it on console, Steam Deck, computer. Like,
well, all right. So this is what I do. I'll give this a solid. I'll say solid. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
At least a solid 8. Okay.
Yeah.
The reason I don't want to bump it up any more than that is it's not something that keeps bringing me back. Really, the only thing that brings me back is playing with my friends, which is you.
Yeah.
And we have fun and it's a great time. But other than that, I don't see myself going back to it because of the content. Now, Battle Royale, if they end up having that, that's a whole nother ball game. I'm huge on the Battle Royale system,
Sure.
But as far as gameplay, the reason I have it so high in that B category 8 solid is because the controls and the fluid and the graphics for the multiplayer is just so good to me. Yeah. It's just, it's like in a whole nother world when you're playing in these games. Like the levels that's built It's just amazing to me. So I'm going to give it a solid 8 out of 10.
Dude, I totally am on board with that because that was what I was going to say too, an 8.
Okay.
And Mike, so we have the same score, but kind of a different reasoning. The one of the major things I love about this is you don't find a lot of campers, dude. Like everybody's running and gunning most of the time. And that's what's so awesome about Halo. Like, unless it's an objective game, you might have people guarding or doing whatever, but
yeah.
there's not that like bad beats. Like if you're up against another person and you're going at it and you get killed, there isn't a lot of that. Like I was around a corner and still got shot. Like it does happen, but it isn't often. So gameplay to me is so fun to get back into. I don't give it a higher score because I don't care about the story that they build up in there. Really haven't focused on it too much. It hasn't grabbed me as far as the like multiplayer story because they have different kind of movies to come out and stuff, but I don't ever follow it. It's just like, whatever. So there isn't much there for me in that aspect of it. But being able to hop in and out on my Steam Deck, dude, like that's what gives me such a high score.
That's huge.
If they gave it more content and maybe flushed out some more of the hiccups I have on the Steam Deck, man, it would be
hold on. What
close to perfect for me.
What's a couple hiccups? I mean,
yeah, so like every now and then after an update, it won't start right. Like I'll have to keep launching it. And I'll be able to play.
But once you start it up, it's good though, right?
Well, I'll be able to play a few games and then all of a sudden it'll freeze and I'll have to do like a hard reset of my Steam Deck. And it isn't all the time. That could be something to do with the deck too. Like I've heard of, what do you call it? Like a memory leak is what they call it.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's something I could fix, but I don't know. Like those type of deals, like yeah.
So you're saying solid 8 as well? 8 out of 10.
It's a solid 8, dude. Like
dude, that's
all day long.
First episode, first review. We'll both come up with the same
thing,
same rating. I like it.
8 out of 10, baby.
Not planned. So that's pretty legit.
Yeah.
You brought up the Halo show. Josh, so you brought up the Halo show. We talked about it in the past, but I'm going to bring it up and probably get you all heated up again about it because we have a difference on this, how we feel about it. And I know we just gave the rating, but I just wanted to throw out real quick since we're on the Halo topic. How do you feel about Master Chief taking off his helmet? Let him know, man.
I give that a negative 10 out of 10. I hate that crap. I hate the TV show. It's stupid. That's not my Master Chief. Never will be my Master Chief. I thought it was really dumb.
Will you
really
watch
stupid.
season 2?
No, I didn't watch even season 1. Like I watched the first episode and I was like, this was dumb. Lying. I swear, I watched the first episode and then after that, I was like, you got to be kidding me.
I thought it was good though, man. It was still good.
It was good if it wasn't Halo. If it was something else.
What? So you don't think it was anything Halo?
It was anti-American. So to me, the first Halo was like America, like army, like we're gonna take down the bad
we just
guys.
Played the Master Chief episodes. Yeah, it was kind of like that. Yeah, like he's the hero, and
the movie was like, oh, they're the bad guys, and I'm like, get out of here. Or the show, I mean, was like just made them out.
Are you glad they're trying something though with Halo? I mean, in the movie aspect, do you think they should leave it alone? Because now the reason I say this real quick before you answer that is Mario and Sonic has done really well. So do you blame them for trying? You know,
if they would release like an animated movie, that'd be cool. But if you're going to do live action,
you would say anime.
like an animated, but even anime, that'd be awesome. That'd be really cool.
Anime Halo,
dude. If they do a movie, it needs to be like the game. They need to stick as close to the game as possible. People would love it. They would absolutely love it.
I don't know why they didn't do that. I have to
I don't
agree
know
with that.
either.
I don't know why. I
People
don't think
get
it was
the
bad though. I wasn't as upset about the helmet coming off and all that as well.
Master Chief. Oh, okay.
Well, I wasn't. But
Okay. Hey,
I agree with you. I'm on your side. I'm standing next to you right now. All right, holding your hand. No, I'm standing next to you right now, saying that they should have went with the same story from the games.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah, dude, the flood and all that stuff, like.
But they're gonna have the flood.
Off of the bat,
it's just not gonna
like,
be the same.
Right. Well, like they could have had him in the spaceship, and the flood attacks the ship, and he's having it. Like that would have been so awesome. That is such an iconic. That's your first mission. You jump into Halo. That's literally your first mission.
Looking out and seeing like the planet, and it's just like
the
spaceships coming in. Stuff. Yeah. Oh.
Yes. Give me that live action.
Guys, you're getting the full version of Gray right now.
I get angry about it because it's like it holds a special place in my heart. You know, playing that with all of y'all, that's like that's an unforgettable gaming experience. Playing that when I was a kid, so
it was.
Yes.
So do you want to let's take another break and come back and what you got? Yeah. What you thinking?
Yeah, just take a short break. I'm going to cool off just a bit. Talking about Master Chief helmet coming off. And
I'm going to start playing the show.
Shut up. And stop recording now. And we're back. Welcome to GGRated.
Let's get it.
I don't know why I talk like that, because nobody talks like that anymore. See? This is the 50s, see? Anyways. Yeah, sorry. So we both 8 out of 10 GG rating for our first rating Halo Infinite multiplayer. So future shows are going to include us. You know, it's going to be tighter, more concise. We're going to have like audio clippings of the games, like our favorite parts and stuff. There's plenty of stuff we're going to joke around about. It's going to be a good time, everyone. Going to be a good time.
Yeah.
So
y'all stand by, check out when we get some uploads going with it, and leave any comments if you got any games you want us to review as well. We might have already played it. Can give you our take on it.
For sure, bro. I guess we're gonna wrap this one up there, brother. Tell the people where they can see you.
Look, guys, y'all head on over if you want to see some of the content, some of the gameplay on some of these games. Head over to our YouTube channel at GGRated, and drop a like and subscribe as well. And I appreciate y'all stopping by and listen to us blabbling up a little bit.
That's right.
Is that a word? Is blabbling a word?
Blabbling. It is now. Blabbling, baby. You can also check us out on TikTok. Gino does a great job on TikTok.
Hey, guys, ladies, if you have any, do me a favor, drop a comment down below if you agree that the helmet thing on Master Chief coming off is not a problem. I just want to say, all right, we'll see y'all the next time, okay?
You. See you guys. Bye-bye.